Lanre da Silva Ajayi, also known as LDA, is a Nigerian high fashion couture and ready-to-wear brand, a creative innovator, visionary, and now a philanthropist who started her fashion career in 2005.
I had a very clear, different pattern to my fashion. I did the 1940s couture, which was vintage. And bearing in mind that I used to shop in Portobello markets in the UK, I was very big on vintage clothing, in fact. So I brought that into Nigeria, and at first, some people were quite confused, like, what is this girl making? I remember somebody said to me, Lanre, I'm not sure your style is for this market. But I had to be very confident of what I was ready to put out there. And so I continued from 10 to 15 to 20. But what was interesting was that I believed sincerely that the fact that it was different, it was distinguished. And that's part of why I was quick to be seen. And people would see my stuff on someone and say, who made this outfit? This is different. And you say, oh, Lanre da Silva, do you know her? Who is Lanre da Silva? Oh, this is new lady now. This is interesting, this is different. Please give me her address, I would like to visit her. Because then there was no social media, so you had to be word of mouth, strictly word of mouth.
Her designs have graced international runways such as New York, Milan, and Arise Fashion Week, Lagos, and Dubai. She has worked with top models like Naomi Campbell and has featured in top international stores around the world, including the Dolce & Gabbana store.
Just so proud of Lanre, I remember when she was being stalked by Dolce & Gabbana, I think that's it, that was a groundbreaking moment. Lanre has been many firsts of many things globally for Nigeria. Her designs have remained elegant and classy, but at the same time, she's put a zest and a fun energy in it and transcended generations. There's always that inflection point where any legacy brand like Lanre has become must know how to then be flexible to move on to another generation. And I'm so proud that she's been able to straddle that with ease.
LDA is proving herself to not only be a successful designer, but a philanthropist. Her latest project, the LDA Runway Renaissance, is a very special initiative aimed at empowering, supporting, and spotlighting creative emerging designers that represent the future of African fashion by providing them a platform to showcase their talent to a global audience.
I started my journey in the fashion industry. Sharing the stage to her tonight is most pleasurable. I met Bukola Neville. She does stuff with Lagos State, climate change. She's very new, but please, I'm sure some of you will love what she has to show to you tonight. And most definitely, we also have Ugo. Ugo, actually, when I met him, Ugo has a real bass right here. Wow. So Ugo has been around for about 12 years. When I came back to Nigeria from England, Ugo was actually my banker in Zenith for 10 years. For Ugo to move from banking to fashion, I think that's incredible. And he's doing so well. Congrats, Ugo.
LDA selected 3 innovative designers who are extremely passionate about local craftsmanship, sustainability, and inclusivity.
1407, actually, with Lagos Canvas as well, but there's also a lady called Bukola Neville. So having them share the stage with me and speaking to them, mentoring them through the collection was I think, one of the most beautiful parts of this fashion show for me.
Hue Clothing is a premium ready-to-wear brand. She showcased on the LDA runway, bringing a huge highlight clothing with Afrobeats legend, D'banj, rocking the runway.
D'banj is everything. I mean, he has so much energy, he brings the right energy, the right vibe. Having him come out and everyone was screaming, it was so good, you know. It felt like we were in this big show, this big production. It was really nice. D'banj was really good.
At the event, LDA showcased her brand new collection, Eternal Glamour, a love letter to timeless elegance to celebrate femininity in all its forms. Powerful, graceful, and complex. On one of your press releases, it says, the woman in its form, also complex. So can you just give us a brief of dealing with the Nigerian woman? Like with their designs, what they like, how specific they are?
When I think about myself, even when I'm wearing certain clothing, I know I can be very, very particular and specific. So we all are in our ways. Jennifer, you're also like that.
Of course.
You're one of them.
100%.
Sitting right in front of me.
I am, I'm beauty.
Jennifer, your dress that we're making for you. Mary, I don't know. Can we have it altered instead of straight? So everybody has something, and that's the beauty. The beauty where I come in is to understand you, take my time, and make sure that I make it to fit what you want. That is a lot.
The Spring-Summer 2025 collection displayed beautiful colors, elegant designs, and breathtaking styles.
For me, I've been on this journey for 19 years now, almost 2 decades. And when I came across, this is my next collection, I wanted it to be timeless. So I went back into my archives. I looked at stuff I've done over the years. That was definitely my first point of call. I also love, everyone knows myself with my colors, my bold prints, my structured pieces. But this time around, I wanted something more like, pieces, like in 2 pieces. So I needed to do like jackets, because jackets are things I do from time to time. But I wanted to put it into my collection this year, because obviously I also watch the fashion trends. And as you know, Nigerian women are so glamorous and so fashionable. So I thought about everything. I wanted it to be eternal, I wanted it to be very glamorous, and I came up with the name. It was myself, my sister, my team. We went back and forth, and they said, you know what, this is a good name to have for this collection. It speaks into the LDA brand, it speaks into the colors, it speaks into, so it's really a continuation of what I've always done, but now just, conceptualizing it for this particular collection.
For the first time, multi-award-winning actress Rita Dominic rocked the runway. Mo Abudu, media mogul, closed the show, strutting the runway with power, brilliance, and elegance. It was truly a spectacular event.
I love her. I just turned 60 recently, and 3 of my outfits, actually 4 of my outfits were made by LDA. She's my Aburo, I love her. She's hardworking, she's committed to the craft. She just basically just gets it done, and for her it's all about how do I please my customers, and that's what makes her really special. The fact that she goes out of her way, not just for me, but for everybody. So when you see everyone in this room today, that's how she is. And I wish her all the best. It's, only more and more and more and more. Absolutely.
The event was filled with dignitaries, loads of celebrities, fashion lovers, and the most powerful women in the Nigerian industry scene, who all came to celebrate the iconic designer, putting Nigerian fashion on the global map.
Well, I think she's done it for a few years now. I'm going to call it a few years because I'm hoping that she has so many more happy years producing for us, making us shine as a state, making us shine as a people. So we're going to give her all the encouragement, and I want to use this opportunity to say very big congratulations to her. She's a wonderful girl. Her designs are out of this world. I wish her all the best.
Lanre is my baby. She was a baby designer when we met her. And through this day style and through our fashion shows, she grew into the phenomenal brand that she is today. I'm wearing her now, for instance, and I'm so proud of her achievements. And I wish her greater success, better luck, and even further growth.
This day was very, very, I would say, paramount in shaping the African fashion industry and Nigeria. Because when you think of the stuff the popular Mr. Ndika Bagbena has done in the industry, it's, I mean, you can't begin to quantify it. He's done extremely well. He brought people like us out, and we went to South Africa, Paris, Milan, New York.
What would you say the industry has taught you the most within these years, within the 19 years, coming up to 20?
I think what has taught me most is the growth. Okay. There's a growth in the industry. Jennifer, you know, we were not here before. See, when we started, first of all, kudos to social media. They've done their own path, a very big part, a major role in the industry because it makes it easier to do so much. But I think for me, the growth is how everybody wants to be in fashion. Is how parents will call me and say, Lanre, please, my daughter just finished from this college, from this university. I wanted to mentor, I wanted to speak to her. There's so many of them I can't begin to mention. And that shows that what we started doing when everyone thought we were jokers has now become a very, very perfect point of solid entrepreneurship that people want to do. People want to actually go into fashion today and see it as not just being a doctor, engineer, lawyer. You saw the way you joined me. Now people talk about fashion, illustrator, styling, this, that. That for me gives me goose pimples. I'm always so happy about it. So that for me is something leading to my 20 years. I thank God for how parents and we as parents now also can respect the children coming behind us and going into their own line of business.
Everyone looked exquisite. The LDA squad definitely represented in her best-selling designs.
I think she has done really well for herself. She's done exceptionally well. She's different. Like most Nigerian designers, everybody is standing on their own, and I don't think there's any style that is copied. So it just speaks to the creativity, the passion, and just generally the power of women. I like female designers.
It's an iconic legacy brand. LDA has been around since what feels like forever. It feels like since we knew what fashion was and since we started stepping out onto the Lagos fashion scene, LDA has been here and she remains here. She's a staple. You always know what to expect with LDA, which is eternal glamour, you know, and yeah, we're really looking forward to the show tonight.
So I have personal relationships with almost everyone in that room that night, I have to tell you. So when I told them, you know, you have to come through for me, I've been talking to them about it. So by the time they got the invitation, they knew I'd spoken to them personally. I also had some of my friends that got the fluffy jackets of the last collection that I had. Some that I didn't have, we pulled from everywhere.
There were at least 20 people wearing those fluffy clothes.
I told them, please come in it. Because, you know, my stuff is couture. So, and I'm going into ready to wear. I don't have any pieces that have got LDA written on it and all that yet. Over time, I've done certain things that people identify my brand with. So I thought, you know what? Everyone should come in this jacket, style it. Some had it in their wardrobes already. I said, come in it, style it in different ways. Let it be like a whole community for the LDA brand. I want to tell a story. And I thank them all for wearing it and coming in different ways and looking so glamorous, so effortless and all of that.
How many times they go tell the person? They know they pay to them any lesson.
With her brand turning 20 years next year, Lanre da Silva Ajayi has transformed the face of the Nigerian fashion industry, proving remarkable resilience, boldness, and sustainability, remaining a force to be reckoned with in the fashion industry globally, showcasing our African heritage with a modern classic touch. Jennifer Olize, Arise News.